Roy Zesh, Certified Connection Coach. One of the last videos I did, I talked about trauma and how it has that impact, that long-term impact on you, and how it affects the way you see an event, because your psyche is scanning the environment to see things that match a pattern. And I realized something after I did that, is I have a perfect example of that. So my mother was raised in an alcoholic household, and so liquor, anyone drinking liquor was a big thing. If liquor was being drank in her household, it was a trigger, that was a sign that things were fixing to go wrong. And so her body learned at a young age, liquor means pain, and that triggered fear in her. So that happened as a child. Well, my mother is now 80 years old. She has been out of the household where that trauma was occurring for 62 years, and her father has been dead for 45 plus years. But even after all that time, there's still a trigger there for her. That fear gets triggered for her. I've noticed it if I go pour a drink and I get a little bit of liquor. It's funny because she never drinks liquor. She will drink beer. And if my dad drinks beer or wine, it doesn't bother her. If I drink beer or wine, it doesn't bother her. But if I drink liquor, my dad drinks liquor, and probably even other people she knows that's close to drinks liquor, she gets hit with that fear. And that fear is trying to protect her from something that was 60, 70 years ago. 75, I don't know exactly, the time window, but the psyche does that. Unless that pain can be processed and get out of you, and that fear be processed and get out of you, your psyche is continuing to scan and see the environment and say, oh, liquor is a pain source. And that triggers fear because she couldn't protect herself as a child from that pain. Now as an adult, it triggers fear. She figures it starts a withdrawal process in her. So it's just fascinating the way our body and our brain, attempting to defend us and protect us from the world around us, does things that can be harmful when the situation changes. And it takes a long time for our body, our psyche, to understand that the situation has changed and then to change its response. And that's one of the things that we try to teach in connection codes. If you can process those things, those emotions happening, then your body's able to work through it and your psyche is able to reset and say, oh, that is not an automatic pain experience, so I shouldn't have that fear. Weird, but that's the way our brains work. So thank you.